Hello everyone, it's Jenny here and welcome to 2015. I hope you guys had a very good Christmas and a very good New Year. Today I wanted to do a video about some of my favourite songs from Hello Project. I'm going to be picking songs from each group of Hello Project and I'm going to be talking about my favourite songs from each group of 2014. I'm going to be starting with the main group of Hello Project, which is of course monomers 14, now known as monomers 15. My favourite track from monomers 14 in 2014 was their ballad, Toki Walk Away, Sola Walk Away. It was a ballad that I heard from a concert rip when they performed it on their tour, and I was quite happy that they were finally releasing a ballad because the last ballad from monomers was way back a couple of years ago with Nanchate Renai. And when I heard this song I thought it was very beautiful. I loved the violins, but also I loved how it incorporated the modern EDM sound that Morning Musume was capturing this year. I loved how there was no main lines for any of the girls. I loved how it was all just a big massive chorus song for them. All of the girls sounded fantastic, and I think this song really helped them a lot, especially with their dancing as well, because we've seen a lot of dance routines from Morning Musume in which they've been doing complicated sharp routines, so to see them do a more graceful routine for this track was very refreshing to see. And even though a lot of people thought it looked a bit ridiculous, I quite liked the beginning choreography where they're pretending to play instruments. A lot of I guess I wouldn't say less popular members, but the girls who have less lines really featured prominently in the PV, and I quite enjoyed watching them all. And there were some members who I never really noticed before really coming to my attention within the music video, especially Erina and Haruna, because those are the two members that I love but never seem to get much attention from them. And again, it was a shame that Canon wasn't as featured in the music video, but still I think everyone did a fantastic job with that song, and I hope it gets performed again in future concerts from Morning Musume. Next I'll be going on to Berry's Kobo, and to be honest this year I've kind of been dwindling from being a fan of Berry's Kobo. I've always been a fan of them, but recently their latest songs haven't really clicked with me. But one song that really clicked with me this year was Aiwa Itsumo Kimi no Nakade, which was a very I guess a military sound song. The outfits were absolutely fantastic. They were dressed in kind of like military style outfits, and even though the PV was very simple, I quite liked how they used that simplicity in their favour, especially with the choreography with the background, because there's a bit where they played with the shadows in the choreography and it just looked absolutely fantastic. And I think the girls did a fantastic job in dancing to that song. And I absolutely loved Risako in this song. She really stood out, and it really suited her pouting face. But the song was very fantastic. It was a lot different from the other songs that Berry's Kobo have released this year, and I think this one really heavily made Berry's Kobo stand out. So that's my favourite song from Berry's Kobo of 2014. Then moving on to the next group, c-ute, I decided to choose the track Love Take It All. I was thinking of doing Karishiki Heaven from their latest single The Power, but it was kind of a repeat of a song that they released the year before, so I didn't want to include that within my choice for c-ute this year. I decided to do Love Take It All because it was a disco song that was a bit different from their usual mature stuff, and I think it was classic Hello Project, and all of the girls were fantastic in the dance routine, because out of all of the groups I think c-ute, if they wanted to break away from Hello Project and wanted to continue being a more serious group, I think they have more chance of being successful than the other groups, despite Morning Musume having a long history of releasing singles. The members that stood out to me the most in the Love Take It All music video were definitely Maimi and Mai. I think this year Mai has taken on a much more mature look for herself in 2014, and it's really helped her stand out a lot more for me, because she was my least favourite member of c-ute about 2 years ago, but she's now gone up to be my second favourite member. And of course Maimi was absolutely sexy in the choreography. There's something about her, I have a bit of a girl crush on her, so please forgive my fangirling. Then moving on to Smilage, aka now Angami or Angaramu. I don't know the pronunciation of the name, but I'm just going to call them Angami because that's how it's showed in English. But for Smiley in 2014, my favourite track of theirs was Shikiwaki Omo Ai wa Agukumu. It was a song that was very, very, very mature for Smiley, but I think despite them usually having cute songs, it really, really suited them. All of the girls sounded fantastic, and I think the line distribution was balanced out fairly well, considering Rina and Kana both get really smaller lines, or next to no lines compared to the other members. But I think it really, really showcased the girls in what they wanted to do. I love the space theme of the music video, and I think the red outfits, even though they were very simple, they contrasted very well with the blue colouring within the music video. And I quite loved it reminded me of like an 80s synth pop song, and so I quite liked the flashback to the 80s with the use of that song. And it's one of those songs that I can always sing every day, and I absolutely love it. Now we're moving on to the youngest group within Hello Project, which is Goose. And to be honest, a lot of their songs have been hit and miss for me this year. It's kind of a shame because when they first came out as a group, their indie singles were absolutely fantastic. But since Romance Won't Talk You, sorry, I can't pronounce these titles properly, my mouth's just been a bit messy today. Since their first major single was released, their songs have been hit or miss for me. But I guess my favourites, it was very, very tough choice between these two songs. I was torn between Kazani Fukarate and Hadaka no Kiss. But as I was thinking back through the year, I was thinking which song did I love the most, and obviously it had to be Hadaka no Kiss. The song is very, very, very mature for Goose in my opinion, and when I heard the song and saw the outfits, I thought it would have been another sexy mess like Mystery Night. But the girls owned it, and they really, 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 really showcased how mature they can be. Because despite being the youngest group, I think they have the potential to be one of the more mature groups within Hello Project. And I think the girls have improved a lot this year, especially in terms of Akari, who's my third favourite member of Goose. When she first became a member of Goose, she was very in the background and never really noticed her a lot. But since she's kind of become more confident in herself and started becoming a better singer, I think a lot more attention has been focused on her, and she's become much more of a visual point in music videos, and I think she's done very, very well with that. And I think even if singing didn't happen for her, I think she'd be very, very good in releasing her own photo book. So hopefully in 2015 she'll be releasing her own photo book. But one thing that really, really, really stood out for me in Hadaka no Kiss was Sayuki's big, massive, powerful line at the end. I always knew she had a very, very powerful voice, but when I heard the end of that song, I got chills, like, you have no idea. And I'm very, very excited to see what Sayuki does within 2015, but there's a part of me that wonders if she's going to be turning into a mini Reina, because she's starting to have that kind of I'm too good for this, I don't need to make an effort face on her, which I like on Reina, because that's Reina, but with Sayuki I don't know whether it'll be having the same effect. So fingers crossed Goose do very, very well, because they've had a very, very good year with their sales, but I hope that Hello Project will keep the momentum going of promoting them very, very well. So thank you guys for listening to my favourite songs of Hello Project within 2014. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's been a long time since I last spoke to you guys, but I really, really want to get into the swing of making new videos for you guys. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a fantastic 2015, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!